Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex, and I've been creating content on YouTube for a while now. I've learned a ton along the way, made a lot of mistakes, and I want to help you avoid some of the biggest hurdles I faced when I was just starting out. So today, we're diving deep into the 4 most common mistakes that new YouTubers make, and more importantly, how you can sidestep them to get your channel growing faster and stronger from day one. Stick around because that last tip is one I really wish someone had told me. Let's jump right into the first mistake, obsessing over gear instead of content. I see this all the time. New creators spend weeks, even months, researching the perfect camera, the most expensive microphone, the fanciest lighting setup. They drop hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars before they've even uploaded their first video, and I get it. It's exciting to unbox shiny new tech. It makes you feel like a real YouTuber. But here's the hard truth. Your gear doesn't matter nearly as much as your ideas and your delivery. Think about it. Some of the biggest creators on this platform started with just their smartphone. Your phone camera is probably incredible. It shoots in high definition, the built-in microphone is decent enough for starting, and natural light from a window is the best and free lighting source you can get. The audience isn't clicking on your video to admire your 4K footage or your crystal clear audio if the content itself is boring or unhelpful. They are here for you, for your personality, for the value you provide. Is your video entertaining? Is it educational? Does it solve a problem for them? Those are the questions you should be obsessing over. So my advice is simple. Start with what you have. Your focus in the beginning should be 100% on developing your on-camera presence, figuring out your unique style, and consistently creating valuable content. Learn the basics of storytelling, editing, and how to structure a video that keeps people watching. Once your channel starts to gain some traction and maybe even make a little money, then you can strategically upgrade your gear. A better microphone is usually the first and best investment, because bad audio is way more distracting than slightly grainy video. But please don't let the "I don't have the right gear" excuse stop you from starting. Just hit record. Alright, moving on to mistake number 2, and this one is huge. Not defining a clear niche. When you're excited to start a channel, it's tempting to want to make videos about everything you love. One day you post a gaming video, the next day a cooking tutorial, and on Friday you upload a travel vlog from your weekend trip. You think, if I cover more topics, I'll attract a bigger audience, right? Unfortunately, it's the exact opposite. This shotgun approach confuses both the YouTube algorithm and your potential viewers. The algorithm doesn't know who to recommend your videos to. Is your channel for gamers? For foodies? For travelers? It can't figure out your target audience. And for a human viewer, it's just as confusing. Imagine someone discovers your awesome cooking video. They love it, so they check out your channel for more, and all they see are video game streams and personal vlogs. They're probably not going to subscribe, because they only came for one thing and your channel doesn't promise to deliver more of it. You want to be the go-to person for a specific topic. This is your niche. A niche doesn't have to be super narrow, but it needs a clear focus. Instead of just gaming, maybe your niche is cozy indie game reviews. Instead of cooking, maybe it's 30-minute vegan meals for busy people. When you focus on a niche, you start to build a loyal community of people who are genuinely interested in everything you post. They know what to expect from you, and they'll keep coming back. The algorithm will also learn exactly who your ideal viewer is and start promoting your content to them. You can always broaden your niche later on, but in the beginning, being specific is your superpower. Okay, on to our third mistake, ignoring the importance of titles and thumbnails. You could create the most amazing, life-changing video in the world, but if your title and thumbnail are boring, no one will ever click on it. It's a tough pill to swallow, but your video is just one of millions competing for attention. Your title and thumbnail are your sales pitch, your movie poster, your book cover. They have about 2 seconds to convince someone to click on your video, instead of the 10 others surrounding it. A common mistake is making titles that are descriptive, but not intriguing. For example, a title like "My Trip to Paris" is accurate, but it's not compelling. Something like "I visited Paris and hated this one thing," or "7 Paris Secrets the guidebooks won't tell you" creates curiosity. It poses a question or makes a bold statement that people want to know the answer to. Your title should promise a specific value or story. The same goes for thumbnails. A random, blurry screenshot from your video is not going to work. Your thumbnail needs to be bright, clear, and easy to understand even when it's tiny on a phone screen. Use bold, readable text, high contrast colors, and an expressive image, maybe of your face showing an emotion. Look at the top creators in your niche. What do their thumbnails look like? You'll notice patterns. They are clean, eye-catching, and tell a mini story that complements the title. Don't treat your title and thumbnail as an afterthought. Spend real time on them. I often spend just as much time brainstorming and designing my thumbnail as I do editing the video itself. It's that important. And now, for the fourth and final mistake, the one that trips up so many passionate new creators: giving up too soon. This is without a doubt the most common reason why new channels fail. You start with a burst of energy, you upload a few videos, and you wait for the views to pour in. But all you hear are crickets. You get 10 views, then 25, then maybe 12. Your friends and family are your only subscribers. It's incredibly discouraging, and it's at this point that most people quit. They think, the algorithm hates me, or I'm just not good enough. The reality is that YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. Building an audience takes time, consistency, and a whole lot of patience. Your first 10, 20, even 50 videos might not get much traction. That's normal. That period, often called the ghost town phase, is not a sign of failure. It's a training ground. During this time, you're not just making videos for an audience. You're making them for yourself. You're honing your skills. With each video, you get a little better at talking to the camera, a little faster at editing, a little smarter about creating titles. You're building a library of content so that when someone finally does discover your channel, they have a reason to stick around and binge watch. The algorithm also needs data. It needs a good number of videos to understand what your channel is about and who to show it to. Success on YouTube is a lagging indicator of your effort. You put in the work for weeks or months with seemingly no reward, and then, one day, one of your videos might get picked up. So let's do a quick recap. The 4 big mistakes to avoid are: 1. Obsessing over expensive gear instead of focusing on your content and message. 2. Not defining a clear niche and trying to be everything to everyone. 3. Underestimating the power of a great title and thumbnail to get people to actually click. And 4. The biggest one of all, giving up too early before you've given yourself and the algorithm a real chance to succeed. Starting a YouTube channel is an incredible journey. It's a creative outlet, a way to connect with people all over the world, and it can even become a career, but it's not easy. By avoiding these common pitfalls, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Focus on providing value, be consistent, be patient, and remember to have fun with it. Your passion is what will ultimately shine through and attract your tribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which mistake you've struggled with the most. And of course, if you want more tips on growing your channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one.